Hi class, we're going to talk about plate presentation. And I've got 7 points I want to get across to you, and then a few other little things we're going to talk about. I've also posted a couple of kind of fun videos for plate presentation. So first of all, we want the plates to look good for the customer. We want to kind of work our art on the plates. So that's what this is about. And the 7 points are as follows. We want to get some height on the plate. That is to get things stacked up a little bit. You can sometimes take like a little bit of risotto or rice, and then maybe some spinach, and then a piece of sea bass on top of that, and then maybe sauce over that to give yourself some height. So oftentimes it's stacking of ingredients. It could also be a garnish. It might be like a piece of a tui paste that comes up on a dessert, or a cracker on a salad that kind of sticks up a little bit. So getting some height on the plate is important. Secondly, we want color. We want contrasting colors, and generally I think that you need about 3 colors on a plate to make it look attractive. So that's what I would go for. And there's other things you can use for color too, like garnishes will provide a color. Sauces often will provide nice color as well. Thirdly, a focal point. This is where the eye is initially drawn. So usually there's like on a dessert plate, you might have a little tart with maybe some garnishes right off to the side of it. And where those things meet is generally the focal point. And then from that place, we have the 4th element, which is flow. And this is elements of the composition that kind of make your eye go in a particular direction. This is often kind of giving movement to the plate, and this can be done with little drops of sauce that might draw your eye in an area. Or sometimes it's through the repetition of shape, which is another rule, one of the 7. So that repetition of shape, it kind of leads the eye in a place too, and it's very, very much related to flow. Negative space. This is where nothing is on the plate. So we want to make sure that we have some negative space on the plate, and that the plate's not so full there's no empty space. So a little bit of empty space helps to frame the food and really make it look better. It makes it pop a little bit. And lastly, rule of thirds or fifths. And this is the use of odd numbers. So let's say on that sea bass dish, we have the sea bass that's stacked up nice, and we're going to surround it with mussels. If we use 3 or 5 mussels, the eye doesn't look for symmetry. And so if we use 4, it looks for symmetry, and it will never quite find it, so it doesn't look right. But 5 and 3 and those odd numbers work better for plating. So experiment with that and see how that works for you. A few other things to consider. Choose the right plate. Make sure you get a plate that's big enough that will allow you some negative space. A color of the plate that goes nice with the food. White is one that's kind of a blank palette that really makes food pop. There's a lot of different things you can do with plates and colors and things, but it's nicer to do that with the food. Garnishes. So we almost always want to garnish. It could be as simple as a sprig of parsley or chervil pluche, but we want to get something on there that makes sense with the meal. It could be a flower. Make sure that whatever goes on the plate is edible. We don't want to put poisonous flowers or herbs on our plates. That wouldn't go over very well. So a garnish needs to be edible, obviously. I mean, maybe I don't even need to say that, but I think I better throw it out there. I've seen it happen. A garnish should make sense with the theme too. So we probably wouldn't garnish, something that's French or German with, wasabi and pickled ginger. That would be, more of a garnish for Japanese food. So thematically with your garnishes, think in terms of that. Also, garnishes can be a way to add texture to a plate too. And texture is an element that can help plate presentation also. Think in terms of your sauces for plating. There's a lot you can do with dragging and moving sauces and arranging them. They can provide flow. They can provide color. Lots of vivid colors can come from sauces. They can provide shape, focal points. So there's a lot we can do with sauces, and there's a video that's just below this one that you can check out that really shows some great techniques for saucing. Textures, so I talked about textures already. Just the visual look of different textures on the plate is always nice. So something very smooth and silky, something crispy, something crunchy and soft and foamy. So all those different textures make for a good presentation. All right, that's it for now. Bye, class.